Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'll be reviewing the new GMC Canyon AT4X AEV edition. I was offered a chance to review another one of these today, and I took it because I wanted to get a little more seat time in this Canyon that's supposed to be able to dethrone the Ford Raptor. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the National GMC here in American Fork, Utah, for me some time with this truck. Link to their inventory in the description down below. If you have any questions, just ask for David. Link to my car buying guide as well. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbo 2.7 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 16 around town and then 16 on the highway, with power outputs being 310 horsepower and then 430 pound-feet of torque. It would be really cool if they took Cadillac's turbo V6 and put it under the hood of the Canyon AT4X. Then I think it would absolutely decimate the Raptor, not only in the performance of other items, but the engine. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you're going to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So I'm going to give you guys just a quick refresh on what the AEV package does to the Canyon AT4X. So first off, they upgrade the front bumper here. You can see that this is a lot more aggressive with the approach angle. We also have a lot more skid plates added underneath as well. You can see you still got those red recovery points that, you know, AT4Xs are known for. So yeah, the front end just has a much more aggressive appearance with this AEV package. We also get 35-inch tall tires with this package, wrapped around 17-inch wheels. So you got tons of sidewall. The wheels are beadlock capable. You guys can see that whole setup right there. And love the aggressive tread pattern with this. So yeah, it is lifted a little bit more compared to regular AT4X to fit these bigger tires. And then you can see we've got these big chunky fender flares so that the tires are obviously legal, right? Can't have too much negative offset. And you can see with the rock rail protection there. And speaking of offset, you can see it's pretty flush. It looks good. Now, we do have multimatic shocks with the AT4X package, as you can see. One downside about the Canyon versus the ZR2 is it doesn't get the upgraded bump stops from Multimatic, which I don't understand that because this is a more expensive truck than the ZR2, but it has not the more expensive technology. Anyways, really cool side profile with those 35-inch tall tires. Looks absolutely fantastic. You also get the spare 35 in the bed with the AEV package, so another nice addition. You've got the upgraded rear bumpers. You got like beefy recovery points there, AEV on the back. And so yeah, it just makes the Canyon look so much more aggressive. Really good looking truck. And then inside, it doesn't really change a whole lot. So you still get the Canyon interior, which some people have been kind of mixed on the interior here because of all the white inside. But if you notice, I mean, there's a little bit on here on the seat, but most of it's on the dash and everything. AEV there on the headrest. So that's another kind of like upgrade that you get, but the rest of this is just AT4X, so I'm trying to make it fancier looking than the Colorado sibling. And being the AT4X, you do get the upgraded 2-speed transfer case. You get a bunch of drive modes. You also get front and rear locking differentials. You can see the buttons for those. So it has all the off-road stuff. It has all of the off-road stuff except for the upgraded bump stops, which again, I just don't understand. Why did GM do that? Why would they shoot themselves in the foot? Now this all of course comes at a price, so you guys can see the standard equipment. The AEV package, $10,100. You can see all the stuff that it adds. So it's identical to the ZR2 except for those bump stops basically. $66,995, so it's a bit more expensive than a ZR2 by what, about $4,000 roughly. So yeah, with that being said, let's get a little bit more seat time in this Colorado and see how it performs. Well, Canyon AT4X AEV edition. Getting a little bit more seat time with this bad boy. I will say, in a tight parking lot like this, 360 camera system is a nice luxury feature to have. And obviously it's a nice off-road feature as well, being able to see, you can even see underneath the truck, which is crazy. Yeah, being able to see everything that's kind of happening. It's always a nice thing. Yeah, good torque. Yeah, this will be an interesting little review here. And get up and move. Oh yeah. As much crap as people give GM for putting a 4-cylinder turbo in a truck, this 4-cylinder turbo is pretty impressive with the power figures. Torque is great. And that's the thing to note, you know, with pickup trucks, especially off-road pickup trucks, torque is everything. You know, there are of course some scenarios where you're gonna be doing high speed, you know, Baja type driving, but a lot of off-roading is just low speed. It's all low end. So the torque is going to be the most important aspect on that low end side of things. So really want to see damping with this, with the 35s. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. It's very Raptor-esque with how it handles the bumps. The body control, it's quite impressive, if you ask me. Yeah, smooth drive overall. Yeah, I like this. It's very, very Raptor-like with how it drives. And I think the 35s help out quite a bit. Again, when you do tires as big as 35s, it acts as a secondary shock absorber. And so tires really help out with the damping. But these multimatic shocks are really good. And you know, the more I research into Multimatic, the more I kind of like these shocks more than the Fox. Fox is good. By the way, turning radius with 35s ain't bad. Fox is good, but, you know, Multimatic, they got some cool technology going on. Definitely have some cool technology. Yeah, this is impressive. And the torque. Again, look at that. That's a solid. Super solid. Doesn't struggle at all. So, setting things up with the Canyon AT4X AEV package. Bumpity bump. I like it. I like it a lot. I think that this drives really well. It's very Raptor-like. And frankly, it's more Raptor-like with the suspension than the Ranger Raptor. Which is funny. What I mean by that is that just with how floaty and the damping and everything, they've just done such a good job with this truck. So, it drives well. It drives really well. If you want, I would say an easier to access Baja style pickup truck, then yeah, the Canyon. Because with the ZR2s and the Ranger Raptors, they're sold out for quite some time, whereas this, you could get one of these right away.